Hey beautiful people, welcome to my channel and another Draw Too Much sketch lesson video. Let me go ahead and hit play on my music here so we got some cool background music. And today we're going back into the 300 drawing prompts book that my mother-in-law got for me like 2 years ago, and I've never even drawn in it. But it's got something really cool, a bunch of blank pages, and on each page a little drawing prompt of what you should draw on each one of these pages. And so instead of drawing in this book, I thought, why not you and I draw together and use this book to push us to think outside of our caricaturing and cartooning minds and focus on that design element. The last drawing that we did last week was absolutely hilarious. It's been one of my favorites, and I'm excited to see what's next in this book. I honestly don't know where we're going to see next in this book, and so you and I are going to draw together whatever comes up in this book. So pause the video, go get your pencil, go get your paper, and get ready. If you enjoy these videos, please hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the bell button so you get notifications every time we release a new video. And if you really enjoy this and you want to get videos as soon as I release them instead of as soon as they're scheduled to release weeks in advance, I upload roughly about 8 videos a month. And if I create them all in one day, like today I've created I think about 6 videos alone, I immediately upload them to my Patreon for all of my patrons to watch immediately. And then they're scheduled on YouTube to release whenever they're supposed to release. If you want to get all my videos the day that I make them, because there's always no guarantee on when the next video is going to come out, I want to make sure you can have instant access to them, and you support me by paying $1, whatever you want to donate per video that I create. Thank you so much for doing that. And of course, you can set your limits so you don't overdo it. And I make 20 videos in a month, and you're like, ah, he took 20 bucks from me. No, it's not like that. You can set your limits to make sure that I don't overkill on you here. Let's open up our book here and see what we have for today's drawing. We're going to set our limit to 10 minutes to do this drawing today. Let's see, we've already done page 1, Angel Wings and Dr. Seuss hat. And then the next drawing here was Your Reflection. Okay. The next one on the next page, right here, it says Asteroids. Today we're going to attempt to draw asteroids. This is going to be interesting. Within 10 minutes, what do you know about asteroids, and what do you think you want to draw? Whatever you want to do, just try to think artistically, try to think in design. Stretch your brain as far as it can go. Today, I'm going to do that by drawing on black. So what I'm going to do, if you are drawing digitally with me on your iPad or whatever, do whatever you want to do. If you're drawing on paper, come up with something awesome. It's up to you. For me today, I'm going to go ahead and think outside the box, and I'm going to go ahead and change my whole page here to complete black. And we're going to draw in white today for the design that I'm going to work on. White and grays and things like that. And we're going to see what we can come up with asteroids today. That's up to you. Whatever you feel like, you got 10 minutes to create whatever you want. Great way to stretch our brains away from the caricature that we've been teaching you for so long. Think outside the box and get ready for something really awesome. Ready to get started with me? The clock begins in 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes is now. Let's go ahead and grab that white and get some artwork going here. I'm going to go ahead and start here with whatever I want. I'm just going to start feeling out the idea of what I'm looking for here, okay? I'm thinking some kind of UFO maybe. Okay, some kind of UFO of some sort. Maybe we'll put some circles on it, kind of like the good old-fashioned UFOs of the 70s that all those guys thought they saw out in Roswell or whatever we want to come up with here. And then let's see about some of these asteroids that we can have some fun with here, okay? Think out of the box, think whatever you can, think dimensionally. I'm going to try and come up with some kind of flow for this to make it feel like it's going to work. I might overlap some stuff. Try to think outside the box on what you would do to make this unique, okay? And some of this may come down to shading, some of this may come down to initial design. Whatever floats your boat, just come up with it. This is your chance to think outside the box. Try and do things that you've never thought you were going to do. Okay? And if you're a kind of person who maybe leans more towards cartoon, Maybe you're seeing a little guy climbing around on his little UFO or whatever. Don't draw that. Don't draw that. Draw something that makes it different than what you would usually do. Force your brain to think beyond that, okay? Whatever it takes to stretch your brain past this point, do it. I was going to make this like 2 different asteroids, but I think I'm going to make it one big one flying over top this, like passing over this. Like somehow it got launched from some massive, oh, a planet. Some planet over here or whatever. Maybe back in several leap years before it had exploded and wreaked havoc on that planet. And now we are seeing half a million zillion light years later that it is careening into outer space and about to take out this little spacecraft. I don't know. Just come up with whatever you're looking for, create the design, and then try to build it up to make it look somewhat reasonable. We're at 7 minutes and 25 seconds. You want to try to have something somewhat reasonable and look like a good concoction within the next 7 minutes, guys. Don't just play around with this. Treat it as a real design. Treat it as a commission. Treat it as something that you would take pride in and that you would feel good about the 10 minutes that you put into it and that you learned something different out of it. For this one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try and stretch my brain a little bit in the world of airbrush. Okay, I'm going to make a new layer here. I'm going to go ahead and go to 50% grays, and I'm going to go ahead and start by doing some 50% grays on a couple of these features. Okay, so the 50% gray is going to look pretty white if you consider. So I've got a lot of building to do to turn this into something that looks proper in this kind of dark scape, you know. What are we looking for that's going to create form and shape in this? This may be something where I just don't get anything done with this, but if you can help it, try to think outside the box a little bit and create those designs, whatever you can, to make it something worth your time. Learn from this. Learn from it, do something with it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start thinking about bringing up my brush density here, and I'm going to start thinking about where that light source is going to come from. And I'm going to pretty much assume that the light source is going to come from behind, from that planet that exploded. Okay. I have a feeling at the end of this video I'm not going to be too satisfied with my end result, but I would love to know what you think your end result is and how you feel you did. Share it with me. Head on over to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Draw2MuchArtistsAnonymous, okay? Facebook.com/Draw2MuchArtistsAnonymous. Come in and join our Facebook group and share with me what you created. Let's see what you got. There's no wrong answer here. This is just supposed to stretch our brains and make us think outside the box a little bit in our design. If anyone makes fun of you for simply trying to think outside of the box and you just didn't quite do what you were hoping for, that's no one's fault, not even yours. It takes a lot to train your brain to think outside the elements that you're used to doing. You should take pride in the fact that you're trying to think outside of what you would usually do. So here I'm basically trying to build up the idea of highlights and shadows, and you can see I really don't have outlines per se. Everything's built in this white, weird look, and we're at 4 minutes left, and I don't feel like I've gotten very far with anything, but that's okay. Like I said, this is not supposed to be a video where you're inspired by what I'm drawing in this case. In this case, it's supposed to be a video that's us working together to think outside the box and create something interesting. Okay. I'm going to begin dropping my opacity on the sketch layer here that I have, just so I can focus in on what I'm doing underneath here. I'm also going to bring up my brush density. I may even try hard. I don't know. That might be a bit too hard. We're going to see what happens here. Okay, so basically what I'm doing now is I'm trying to sharpen my line work here and see what trouble I get in. I mean, at this point in time, I'm just trying to come up with something interesting. Switch back to my soft brush. There we go. I kind of like this asteroid going right over top of this thing. So maybe I'll put the shadow of the asteroid right here or something. I'm also looking at the picture on the right-hand side over here to see if it's helping me, to see if I'm seeing anything that's helping me kind of decide what I'm doing. In that picture on the side, it looks so much better than what I'm actually drawing here. We're down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds, guys. Don't feel bad. I'm choosing not to feel bad about what I'm drawing in front of you guys here. This is taking your discomforts and it's putting them right out in front for you to see, and it's making you try to think way outside of your comfort zone, which is exactly what we're trying to do. Use this to build you up, not tear you down. Don't let other people tear you down for your work. This is building your brain. Okay, I feel like I need more elements in this broken earth back here, so let me see if I can build up what this broken earth looks like in the last 1 minute and 25 seconds here. And also, I mean, I'm barely seeing any shrapnel or damage because I've been so focused on this element right in front. I feel like I've missed a major key part of what this piece is about. So, let me see if I can't build up some kind of explosion image. It's turning into a bit more of a, what do you call it? Comet more than an actual asteroid per se. And if you don't know the difference, great. We'll pretend that I don't know the difference either. Yeah, this is a great looking meteor. Meteorite is the one that crashes into Earth. Meteor is the one that that doesn't, I believe. I think it's the one that continues on its merry little way and da-da-da, you know. So I'm just trying to utilize the images to the side now, just kind of build up some of these shapes. Trying to think about where the highlight is, because I'm using the highlight from that blown up planet in the background, which doesn't look anything like a blown up planet. But I'm considering that the light source. And anything that comes forward is that light source. That's why I'm putting so much glow on the outside of this. And our time is up, guys. Don't forget, yes, I know, it's not quite what you were hoping for, or I, that's for sure. Don't forget to sign your work. So wherever you want to, make sure you sign your work. TIMLEEMICHAEL. And don't forget, come up with your own signature that you appreciate and that you enjoy. This has taken years for me to come up with my signature, and the way I finish off my signature is I put a little circle right around the T, and I cross the T like look like a pizza pie. And the reason why is because in Greece, there's tons of pizza pie symbols, and those symbols mean that there were Christians who would have church services in those areas, and you would know where those church services were, and there was a secret way to keep that from the people of Greece that were against Christians, so that they could go and celebrate and worship. And that is my little symbol to say I'm a Christian. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope I've inspired you, and I hope I've inspired you in a drawing which, when I look at it, looks absolutely abysmal. But hey, this is how we grow, folks. This is how we grow. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I know the comments are going to be like, wow, that stinks. Yeah, I get that. And, of course, take a look at my Patreon, where I'm such a much better caricature artist than I am thinking outside the box like this. But this is how we grow, and I hope that it inspires you to grow. If you're enjoying this, keep working on this piece. Keep building it up and making something interesting. For now, I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys next time on another Draw Too Much sketch lesson. Y'all take care. Bye. Yeah, I like it from far away, but then as soon as I get up close to it, it looks pretty bad. Yeah, but all the same, far away, it looks... Yeah, okay, I'm gone.